Today we are going to play as Soviet Union. I'm going to abuse NKVD and try to, well, use it as much as possible in every nation before invading them. We select almost all of our troops, and the only troops that we are going to get rid of are the cavalry divisions. The NKVD divisions, they are going to stay on the Japanese border, so the Japanese won't try to do stuff. And we will also select 5 mountaineer divisions to send them to Spain later on. And we will most likely win in Spain. We also do the normal research and make civilian factories in the most developed parts of our country. After that, we will make a bunch of infrastructure in these 60% infrastructure places to make them 80% to then later on maximize our construction capabilities. Yeah, for now that is it with the construction. The production lines will look like this. We will do a heavy accent on aircraft because we will need it. Yes, this is going to be a shitty aircraft, but still it's something. And well, of course, we make the NKVD. Let's start our game. We select all of our air forces and send them to Moscow and start training them, of course. And here we start localized training practices in our agency. As I said, in the focus tree we will select the center. For now we address the internal affairs, and we also do the same thing, combine them, send them to Leningrad and set them on training. We have our first agent, we are going to send him to Germany, and Turks remilitarize their straits. We do insist on our rights there, and we get like 5% of war support, and they back down as always, which is great. You just get yourself 5%. And we also take the NKVD primacy, which will give us one more slot of agent, which is great. And Joseph Stalin is concerned about fractionalism. After that we take the center, and well, of course we wait until our agent will be available for us. Meanwhile, the political power that we got, we are going to spend it on director of NKVD, which will give us another slot of operative. And after that, well, as you see here, we have 3 of them, which is enough to do the collaboration government stuff in any nation. For now we go with the Stalin constitution, and we should wait until the civil war in Spain starts so we can send them attaché to then have the 50% of war support to select the new economic law. Also, meanwhile, we get another agent slot, and the civil war in Spain starts. We select 6 divisions and send them there. The 4th agent will go to Italy to make an intel network there, and now we take the terrorist center. And as you see here, we have sent our attaché. After that we have 52% of war support, which means that we can get war mobilization. After that we'll be done. We will take the new Soviet woman, which will give us political power and communist support and also stability. For now we do not stop upgrading our agency until some point. For now you just need to rush upgrading your agency. You will need to focus on that heavily. And as you see here, our troops in Spain are doing pretty good. We did get encircled there, not our divisions but the side we support, but it's okay. As of now, as you see here, we do manage to push through nationally Spain, and we are slowly but surely going to close them in Gibraltar, around Gibraltar, which is very great because any encirclement in this is actually great. Of course, closing encirclements in the entrenched positions is not the easiest thing, but we will try our best. For now, I secured the administration, which will lower the cost of almost everything, the trade laws, economic laws, and as you see here, we have closed the encirclement of 3 divisions, one of which is Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese divisions. We try to make another encirclement, but the nationalist Spain does withdraw their troops too soon. For now, I select all of our 6 divisions and focus on closing up that one encirclement there, because it just draws attention of too much troops from the front lines, and we need to finish that up pretty quickly, I think that way. And as you see here, we do it. Now after that, our forces and the Spanish forces are free and can focus on much better things. We do expand the agentprop. Why we do this? Because we can get beautiful propaganda campaigns, which will give us minus 15% of consumer goods, which is very great at the starting phase playing the Soviet Union. That's a very great buff for us. And combine that with the Spanish gold reserves that we are going to get later, that is just great. That is amazing thing that we should not and never skip. As you see, our divisions break through the Spanish lines again, this time not making that big of an encirclement really, as I really wanted to, but we do make an encirclement of 4 divisions, which is great. And just a small reminder, you need to focus on killing all of the Trotsky things before doing anything else. Well, you will get some focuses where you need to wait 175 days until you will do the next one. So meanwhile that is active, you can actually choose other focuses. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't, but yeah, it's recommended to do the Stalinist focuses first. And as you see here, our cryptology department is almost fully researched, which is very great. Now I realized that we could also send our air force to Spain, which we also do. This will provide us with a massive help because, well, they have the German and Italian air force support, which is, well, definitely more than we have. We will at least secure air support, air dominance in one of the regions, which is already very good. As you see here, this one encirclement, we spend a lot of time closing it up, and nationally Spain does even break through some lines and stuff, but that is not the end. And also I forgot to tell you, you need to select Zhukov for this, for the Spanish campaign. Why we do this? Because we need adaptable trait for Zhukov before we make him a field marshal. So just keep that in mind, because adaptable trait is the best one in game. And another surprise thing I'm going to tell you, that we are going to use the NKVD divisions as the main template for our army. It's not the time for that yet, but just know. We also go after heavy industry. A very great thing here is the Госпроектстрой, which is an international thing. We can invite investors from America, we can invite them from Germany, from UK, and from France also. And different countries give us different kind of buffs. We have closed up the encirclement in the Spain, which means that we have opportunity to break through even more. While they do break through our lines a little bit, the reason of that is because our troops are not entrenched. Neither are their troops entrenched. Well, I guess you got a point. As you see here, we close another divisions in 2 or 3 divisions in this encirclement, which was very crazy. And now we break through
Soviet
and close another bunch of divisions here. Of course, the Spanish forces do realize that pretty quickly, but it's too late for that. And we close more than 6 or 7... Fuck, I said it. 6 or 7 divisions there in Spain. And our forces continued winning. They just can't stop winning. We close another encirclement there. 1 division, it's still good. The tidal war has shifted. Another 4 divisions here. And we close another 1 division and another 1 division there. The encirclement in
Soviet
still not closed, but it's just a matter of time. For now, our divisions break through lines once again. We take Madrid now. What we do is we close another encirclement in Spain. That was 3 divisions, if I'm not wrong, under the Madrid, and we are successfully closing that up. Also, I do click the decisions to write satisfactory reports for Stalin, because yep, that is necessary if you didn't know. If you of course don't want the Stalin's paranoia to rise up so he kills every fucking single person in this game. At the end he probably will fucking kill. But whatever. Let's see what is happening in Spanish front lines again. And it's looking even better. We have retaken Madrid, as I said, and my air force to the central Spain to provide us with air support. We have also managed to get the 5th agent, that's 1. And we have also managed to complete the full-scale collaboration government in Germany. Now we are going to move on to Italy, of course. And as I said that, we also closed another nationally Spain division. Now after this has happened, nationally Spain, they're just going to fail. We close after that 5 or 6 more divisions, and well, we focus on doing a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, Georgy Zhukov is already a fucking giga chad, cause just, you know, fighting this much in Spain is definitely going to kick some German ass later on. Now we do make another encirclement of Italian here, and as you see here, we make another very fucking big encirclement of the Germans and nationalist Spain forces combined. That was very great actually. Now we cut them off from the anarchists, so the anarchists can fight their own fight. I don't know why, we just do it. And as you you saw there for a brief moment, we have already made a lot of infrastructure in the central parts of our country, and we have, well, a lot of 80% of infrastructure now. And the last thing left here is to decrypt our enemies. I have already decrypted German codes, and now I'm moving towards Italy, and we have decrypted too. And well, after that, the Spanish Civil War is already decided. We are going to win it, and we now send our attaché to China. The reason why is because they just have too much troops, and they will definitely get some kind of XP, and we will also gain 10% of more support, which is needed so we don't get demobilized economy strikes or stuff like that. That is the most annoying shit in Hearts of Iron 4. The Anschluss of Austria has happened, and our forces enter anarchist Spain. After that, the anarchist Spain capitulates, and well, Spain becomes ours. But a very interesting thing, I don't know, it's probably because the new update, we don't get shit. Spain does not become our puppet. They just don't become our puppet. That was very bad. And well, after that has happened, Georgy Zhukov has gotten infantry expert and adaptable traits, which is very great, as I again said. And well, Chinese did not accept our attachés, so we send them to Japan, and now we focus on our air force even more. As you see here, we have so much 80% of infrastructure places that we can just fucking build and build. But it's already October of 1938, which means that we should switch our production to the military factories. China seeks our support, we still help them. Just now we start taking the 5-year plan. And as I said before, we are going with the foreign experts there, and after that we should do 2 focuses and get research slot, which is very needed. Meanwhile, Germany does annex Czechoslovakia. They just fucking divide it like it's a piece of bread or something. That was very ugly from them to do that stuff, but whatever, we don't decide. Zog submits to Mussolini, and we signed their non-aggression pact with Germany. And as you see here, NKVD Pograniczna Divizia is now the main template of our forces and consists of artillery, some shovels, some guns and stuff, and people. As you see here, I wanted to say Poland attacks Germany, but no, quite the opposite. Germany attacks Poland. As you guessed, very surprisingly, Germany wins that. Now we just have to prepare for the German attack. Well, how can we do it? We can do it, you know, make troops, divisions, which I didn't do until now. But the main thing that is going to help us are not our troops, they are like in the second plan. The important thing that is going to help us win this war is the air force that we have. And as you see here, we have fucking bunch of them. We have so much of them that you just can't imagine. It's like 3, 4, 5,000 of air force. Very great. And meanwhile, we also send our agent to Mexico. Why we do this? Because we still have the bad modifier of Trotskyism in our country. I don't want that to happen because it's giving us minus 20% of stability and minus 20% of political power, if I'm not wrong. Who needs that? Why on this earth are you alive? And of course, I'm going to do the mission that is fast and not the long one. Of course, long one is more likely to succeed, but the fast one you can repeat few times, and of course the long one takes 270 days and the fast one 50. I guess you got the point. I'm going with the fast one as always. And we have annexed Lithuania and send our request to Finland. Of course they will fucking not accept that. That is not a question. Finland will say no. As you see in your screens, that is what happens to Finland when he says when it says or she says. I don't know what kind of gender does Finland have. And we will take all of Finland, of course, because we don't want borders and Finland that is going to attack us every chance it gets. And now that Germany has annexed France, I think we should move our troops towards the borders. Now we start deploying our divisions, a lot of them, and we also add rangers into our divisions. Those guys provide you with a lot of defense, attack, breakthrough even, and they cost pretty cheap. As you see here, I deploy from the start 97 divisions, 87 divisions actually, and we will deploy like 120 more, maybe even more than that, but we will see about that later. For now, we just need to chill and train our division divisions before Germans will attack us. And in the last moments that Germany is already justifying on us, we are going to promote General Marshal Zhukov, Marshal of Soviet Union. Fucking terrific guy. I just remember how Trump said that. He's a terrific guy, the president of Japan, Mr. Japan, committed Mr. Japan. Alright, whatever. I hope after this I still can get into United States. Now as you see here, we have more than 5,000 shitty fighters that are going to just cover up the sky so they just can't move here. They will just fucking get tired of shooting them down and they will eventually fucking give up. I don't know. That's the plan for now. As you see here, our forces are doing pretty great job, and well, the Air Force is also doing a great job. The main plan here is to just hold on until the Germans will collapse themselves, and we will just, you know, hold on. No counterattacks. The main front line that we need to cover up is probably the Baltic front line, because all of the forces that can in some way hurt us, that is the tank divisions and stuff like that, the motorized ones, are in there. But the genius Chadlight, Georgy Zhukov and Stalin thought about this, and they thought about fucking hitting them back in Königsberg, which actually turned out pretty well for us. We get Königsberg and we start getting some more lands there, and as you see here, all of the German attacking army, the tank groups, are going to get encircled, and they do get encircled. This is more than 50 to 60 division encirclement, after which I don't really think the Germans will be able to attack for more than 7 years. And after that, I search up Sabathon on Spotify to just play them to feel tough. Well,
through the gates of hell, as we make our way to heaven, through the Nazi lines, Viva Victoria!
Well, guess what? They capitulate. Now the only thing remaining is Japan. Japan attacked us and I did not notice it before. And well, what did they do? They just broke into Siberia, took some lands, got stuck as always. So I just sent Georgy Zhukov, the marshal, the legendary fucking Chad himself. I send him there, and I also send the other Chads there, as you see. And they break through Manchuria. They do that stuff, and well, eventually they push push Japanese so far, they take Korean peninsula, and after that, as a reminder for you, I have taken all of the navy of Germany and all of their allies, and because of that we have like 350 ships available for us to use, and as you guessed, well, we are going to use them definitely. We land 12 divisions into Japanese mainland, and after that has happened, we just send all of our fucking divisions, mainly Georgy Zhukov, the Chad himself again, and this time he has a much easier thing to do. It's just to capitulate Japan, which has nothing on their own mainland. And as you see here, we take all of Japan, we make a puppet out of them, we also take few of their navies, and after that, congratulations, we have made the Iron Curtain, we have formed the Warsaw Pact and also Comintern, and the Cold War has started already. It's 1943. This was it. This is what if you will use your brain to the maximum capacity and also abuse NKVD instead of just letting them kill people. Thank you for watching. This was a very awesome Soviet Union gameplay. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you like this video. Well, goodbye.